Two defensive scores obviously highlighted. You know, Coach White said he wanted the turnovers this week. What did it take to get those, and how important was that in this victory?
Hey, it was simple for real. We had to stop the run and force them to throw it. We knew there was a running team. The running back had a great running back, 24. He was a power runner who can, he burst with speed too. So the whole objective was stop the run and force them to throw it. And we knew when forcing them to throw it and they had to throw it, it was going to be over.
You know, on your pick six, we're watching it from the press box way up here, but from your perspective, how did the play out?
Man, I knew I was going to score. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I seen a big dude drill outside, came back in the middle, and I had to hit with the dive.
Eli, Matthew Hargrove here with the College Heights Herald. FIU had to use 3 quarterbacks for the entire game. How much pride do you guys take on the defensive side when your opponents haven't used that many quarterbacks?
Man, I feel good about it. When I kept seeing them switching the quarterbacks in and out, I said, we must really out there hitting them. They come switching the quarterbacks out. But at the end of the day, we take pride in our defense. Like, we don't like people to score. We don't like people to run the ball on us. You know what I'm saying? So it starts at practice and then carry over to the game. So emphasis was turnovers. We got turnovers in the game.
And then can you talk about how cool it was to get a turnover and converting it into a score on senior day?
Man, it was a great feeling. My whole family's out there, and I got my phone blowing up right now. It's something I needed, for my exit. Something leave with a bang, man.
Eli, the pass defense has been pretty good all year, one of the top in the country. What was I know you said stopping the run, but in terms of today, stopping their receivers and stuff, you guys had 10 pass breakups, 8 quarterback hits. What do you think the biggest key was in that start of the game?
Playing with a chip. It's basically as simple as that, man. You have to take pride in stopping everything the offense have to bring to us. Like, it's man versus man, and we ain't trying to go out like soft.
And Eli, in terms of stopping the run, obviously they have the Price kid who runs it hard. What was the biggest key in slowing down their run game?
Hey, ask that again.
Just what was the biggest key in slowing down their run game?
Shit, playing in their backfield. Changes the level of the offense. Pushing them back and playing in the backfield. Basically, we see stretch, get downhill, force them backwards. Don't force them. Don't have them push us forward.
As a unit, you guys have put together 3 or 4 very strong games now, not allowing any points, coming up with defensive scores. How much confidence does this group have, or how much juice is flowing through you guys every time you head out there now, just with the level of play that you guys have had?
Hey, you got to, like I keep saying, man, you got to play with a chip. Like, you have to play with a chip, especially playing defense, because, nobody's going to just be soft on you. They're going to literally come downhill, and their job is to embarrass us. So we're not going to go out like that. So we're going to play hard and get downhill and smack them in the mouth and make them fold.
What was the biggest key, in your opinion, to coming away with this victory?
Just like Eli said, just everything carries over from practice. So we knew what it was going to take to get this win. We knew how to lock in that practice, and it translated to the game. So, I give a big shout out to, Coach White and all the players on the defense and all the coaches on the defensive staff for just, having a great game plan for this game.
In terms of defending the pass, you guys have been good all year. 10 pass breakups today, 160-something yards, I think, through the air today, 147 actually. What was the biggest key in that side of the game?
We had to make them throw it. We knew that, we felt like if they threw the ball, they weren't going to beat us. So, 147 yards, that shouldn't beat us. So, and it didn't. So, we just got the win, had to key in on that.
Devon, Matthew Hargrove here with the College Heights Herald. The team seemed a little bit more energized on the sidelines to begin the ball game. Was it because it was senior day, or just your guys' level of focus was up there today?
I was a little bit of both. Coach Helen emphasized, having that energy on the sideline. And, we felt that while being on the field, we felt the energy on the sideline. So we just had to respond to that energy, and that's how we played.
And how nice was it for the defense to finally get some turnovers today?
Man, it felt great. Just getting in the end zone, too, at that. Just we knew we had to help the offense out as much as we could. So we had to get the turnovers, and we put up some points, too, so it's even better.
Devon, Jared with the Daily News again. Can you walk me through those 2 plays, consecutive plays for the FIU offense that you guys as a defense score on? What did you see on those from your perspective?
Right. It was just hustle on the first one. Malone came, made the tackle, strip, and then Roger Carey was just in the right place at the right time, picked it up and scored. And then on the other one where Eli got the pick six, right place at the right time. He was keyed in on where he had to be and made the play he's supposed to.
You guys have talked about wanting to finish this season strong, back-to-back wins now heading into Charlotte with a chance to finish 4-3 in Conference USA play. How much is that a pride factor, just finishing out strong, even though things didn't go the way you wanted to early on? And I guess how much confidence as a group do you have right now?
Right, we've just been a one-week mentality, we got to win each week. So that's what we've done the past 2 weeks. Hopefully we can take the momentum and carry it over for another one.
What was the biggest key in getting things going here today?
I think just being able to run the ball downfield, do different things like that. I feel like the defense in the third quarter gave us some momentum, so that helped us as well.
Gaej, Matthew Hargrove here with the College Heights Herald. You had your first 100-yard rushing game of the season, which I'm pretty sure last year you had it in the first game of the season. Do you feel like a weight's been lifted off your shoulder with your performance today?
Yeah, with the 100-yard games, I feel like you just got to break a couple long ones, and then you're at 100. So I feel like that's what I did, and that's how I got there.
And also, how cool was it to have this big performance on senior day?
It was big, just being if it's my last game, being the last game, just going out with a bang. All the seniors, big win, big team win.
Gaej, Jared with the Daily News again. It sounded like Coach Helton came up and talked to you in the second quarter, I believe, and said that you had some good runs and he wanted to see you break off the big one. What do you remember out of that conversation?
He said, what'd he say? He said, we got to he want us to get like 50-plus yard runs. The 10-yard run's cool and all, but the 50-yard run plus, that's what's going to help us, give us a spark.
As an offensive player, when you see the defense come up with scores on consecutive plays, what's going through your head?
I want to run out there and celebrate with them. I used to be with them, so, and then I seen Rogers go, I was about to run on the field and just say, forget getting a flag. Let me turn up.
Gaej, one game left in the regular season. Charlotte, a chance to finish 4-3 in Conference USA play. How much of a sense of pride is it to go out and get that last win? You guys are feeling some momentum, and I guess how much confidence do you guys have at this point in the year?
I know all of us are hungry, finish out the season on a good note. What is it going to be? Three-win streak. 3-win streak. That's big leading in the next season. So I'm sure all of us, I'm hungry, everybody else hungry to get another dub. So
Gaej, Jared with the Daily News, on that 54-yarder, what did you see on that play that allowed you to break free on that one?
Malachi Corley had a great block down the sideline. He just held on and he was driving his feet. And I feel like that's what really helped me get around the edge. And then I really think I scored on it, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But I think I scored on that play.